And to subscribe to a plan, so let's move to our controller, which is the subscription controller. So first we need to set the Stripe API key so we can subscribe to a plan. And to do that, since we will use API key when we subscribe to a plan and also when the user cancels the subscription. So to do that, so we need to use the construct. So we will use the construct to add or to set the API key every time we use our controller. So instead of using or setting the API key inside our subscribe and also cancel methods, so we use the construct to not repeat the same code in every function. Okay, so we can set the API key every time we call our controller. Okay, so here we will use Stripe, which is the package that we have installed, and we call set API key. And here we need our Stripe secret key. Okay, so please use your own. So move to developers, API keys, and here you have your secret key. So copy it and paste it here. Okay, so now we have our secret key. So next we need, let's first import Stripe. So next we need to use or to add the subscription function. So the subscription function, I will paste it and explain every line of the code. So you will find source code in the description. So you can follow the link and also copy the code. Okay. So let's paste our function. So here is our function. So what we have here, so the name is create checkout session, or you can name it subscribe or anything you want. So here we receive the request, and first we get the currently logged in user because we need the user, and also we need the chosen plan. So the plan that the user has chosen. Okay. So once we have plan and user, so we try to create a new customer. So inside our Stripe, so here we are creating a new customer. So the customer will be added here inside the customers table. Okay. So we check for the Stripe ID, which is the ID that we have added when we created the users. So this one, Stripe ID. So we check if the Stripe ID is empty. That means that this user is not already a customer. Okay. So if the user is not already a customer, so we need to create a new customer using the customer class here from Stripe. So you need also to import this. Okay. And the customer has the create method, and we give it the user email. So as you can see here, so we have an email. So we will start customer using the email. Next, so we set the Stripe ID of the user, and we give it the customer ID, because when we create a customer here, so this customer has an ID. So we get ID and we store it and we save the user. Now the user is a customer. Next, we retrieve the payments method, and the payments method is sent from subscribe form. So if you move here, so you will find the payments method, this one. Okay. So we are sending the payments method when we submit the form. So we get it here, and the payments method here is the card. Okay. So we are paying by card. And once we have the payments method, so we need to get it using the payments method class that we have here. So we need to import it also here. So once we retrieve the payments using the payments ID, so we attach the payments to our customer using Stripe ID. So we set that this customer, the default payments method is this one, the card that we have here. Okay, so this is the meaning of this code. Okay, so we attach to our customer the payment method, which is the card, and we make it here, we make it the default payment method. Okay, next we create subscription. So we need to create subscription using not the model that we have created, but it's Stripe subscription. So here we need to import it. So as I told you, we created subscription, and if we click on one of customers that we have here, so you'll find that here is his subscriptions, and he was subscribed to starter plan and he canceled subscription. Okay, so we have the user and his subscriptions. So that's what we are doing here. So we are creating subscriptions of this user. So we have customer, we need customer Stripe ID and items. The items here is the plan price ID. So using the price ID that we have already created when we created the products catalog, so Stripe knows which price or which plan the user has subscribed to. Okay, next, this line, it doesn't matter, and also this one is also the payment method ID, so the default payment here is the card. Next, we need now to get or to start subscription in the local database. So this subscription that we have created, so we need to store it inside our subscription table that we have created, this one. Okay, so first we need to import the model. So let's import the model, use app models, and we need subscription. And since we have also here subscription for Stripe, let's give it an alias, which is the subscription model. Okay, so this one is subscription for the Stripe, and this one is the subscription model. Okay, so now using this model, we can create a subscription and store it inside our database. So we fill all the fields. So the user ID, the plan ID, the Stripe subscription ID, we can get it from the subscription we created here. Status, the plan price ID, the current period start, and the period or the current period end. And finally, we update the number of QR codes. So we set the number of QR codes to the plan number of QR codes, and we save. And we forget to chosen plan, so here we remove the border and we remove the chosen plan, and we redirect the user to the QR codes index with a message telling him that subscription is done successfully. And if there is any error, so we display an error. Okay, so let's or we can do something. So since the user will not understand what is the problem, so let's tell him only something went wrong. Try again later. Okay, and I think that's all. Instead of displaying the message, so the user will not understand what is the problem. So it's better to tell him that something went wrong. Try again later. So now we have our function. So what we need to do, we need to add the route. So the route, user can subscribe. So let's copy this one that we have here, and the request will be post. And here we subscribe. So let's remove this, so we don't need plan, so we only subscribe. Controller is the subscription controller, and function is the one that we have added. So let's copy it from here and paste it here. And name of this function, let's name it subscription.create. So now that we have our route, let's move back to our subscribe form. So here we need to add the routes that we have defined. So route here is subscription.create, which is this one. So let's copy from here and paste here. So save. So let's refresh the page. So we have here our chosen plan. Let's provide test card and dates and other fields. So subscribe. And as you can see, the subscription is done successfully. And we have here 500 QR codes. So now the user can create a QR code again and edit the QR code. Okay. So let's try to edit this QR code. So now, as you can see, we can edit, and number of QR codes is decrementing. Okay, so if we move to our profile, so you'll find that this user is subscribed to the plan full QR codes with $18 per month, and now he can cancel. Let's go to the profile and change the name. So where is the name of the plan? So let's change it to dark with font weight bold. Save. Let's refresh and see. So I think it's better. So subscribe to plan full QR code with $18 per month, and here he can cancel the subscription at any time he wants. Okay, so now we are done with subscription. So next we need to move to cancel or canceling subscription.